This is the Region 4 Single A semifinals as the Gordonsville Tigerettes get set to take on the East Robertson Lady Indians here from Crump Harris Park. My name's Jacob Vincent, joined by Noah McKay for today's broadcast, and what should be a fun one, obviously a little bit later start time than was originally scheduled at 5:30, getting going here just 4 minutes before 7 o'clock, but we do have softball tonight at Crump Harris Park as the Gordonsville Tigerettes sort of begin their march back to the state tournament.
Yeah, exactly right. They made it through the district tournament. That was expected. We expect them to make it through the region tournament, but it's the first time for Gordonsville this year that they are in an elimination game. Win or go home. One time through, you win, you secure at least 2 more games. Gordonsville is a gigantic favorite in this game tonight, Jacob. I mean, they're going to have to play as bad as they played in 4 seasons to lose this game, but you still want to come out and take care of business, and quite frankly, you want to finish it in 3 today against a team that you're just flat out better than.
Gordonsville won their district championship against Clay County 7-1. We were here for that game last week. Here's the first pitch from Kaylee Plumley on the rise ball to Anna Claire Highsmith. It's in there for a strike on a swing and a miss. For East Robertson this season, they are 9-19-1 on the season. They fell to Joe Burns in their district championship game 12-0. The 0-1. And that's a called strike going 2.
Well, if that's going to be a strike, we're going to be home in about 20 minutes because that was not close.
No. Anna Claire Highsmith is the shortstop, a very talented sophomore for this East Robertson team, leads it off. She's behind 0-2 against Plumley in the circle. She rocks and delivers. That's right down Broadway for a called strike 3. It's the first K of the day for Kaylee Plumley.
Yeah, great start for Plumley. She's threw 3 good pitches. The second one should have been a ball, but it wasn't. Then goes right down the middle with the fastball. And if she's ahead 0-2, you can forget about it. I mean, she's just going to get strikeouts all day long.
For head coach Kevin Evans, the leadoff batter, Anna Claire Highsmith. Kelsey Gregory is to the plate now. Izzy Smith is the third batter. Cleanup batter is Faith Pearson. Lily Dunbar will bat 5th. Batting 6th is Autumn Mayberry. Batting 7th, Hallie Bruce. Is that one? Was it fouled off or just popped out of the mitt?
Just popped out of the mitt.
So ball 1 to Kelsey Gregory. Hallie Bruce, the 7th batter. Harley G will be in the circle on the other side. The 8th batter, and Maddie Thomerson is the 9th batter in the lineup. Not batting today, Gray Wicks, the second baseman. We'll see the freshman in the circle on the other side in Harley G. As Plumley delivers home the 1-0. This one slapped left side, and that'll be a foul ball, 1-1.
And this is the deal for Gordonsville, right? It's not unfamiliar being a heavy favorite, but you got to come out and take care of business. You got to throw a good pitch with Kaylee Plumley. If they put it in play, make good decisions with it. It's a very unorthodox infield defensive look right now for the Tigerettes.
Very in and swing and a miss there, and that's strike number 2. It's 1-2 now on Kelsey Gregory, and kind of the slap hitter, back-to-back lefties to open it up here for Coach Evans as well. That infield very far in on the corners, and then the middle infielders pinching in towards the bags as well if they need to. That one off the end of the bat, foul ball, and that'll be, well, technically I guess it's a swing, so It is a foul ball.
Not a bunt. It's a swinging bunt, but
it's just kind of awkward looking.
I think it's
and
exactly
that's what Coach Bush is saying.
100%.
It was not a bunt. I mean,
I don't blame him for asking.
No.
Kind of stuck the bat at it, and he's content as the umpire says no. It's close. That's one of those gray area plays in the judgment of the umpire.
Especially in softball. Obviously, you're not going to see that in baseball too much. Softball, you can see that a lot with the slap hits. Here's the 1-2. Popped up. Right side, and another foul ball. We'll try it again. No Little League tonight. Obviously, that rain that came through.
I was hoping to see improvement out of the red team. They've been playing over on that field to our left every last few times we've been here.
That means we just got to focus on the region semifinals in front of us, I guess.
Lucky for everybody else.
Plumley ready to go. The 1-2 again. And fouled off again. Nice job here by the third baseman, Kelsey Gregory.
Yeah, really nice job by her. It's Plumley, she went to the rise ball there. She's mixed it up, but she's been able to just touch it. Hadn't put it in play yet, but able to stay alive and have a few foul balls, see if she can connect on something.
Plumley trying to sit Gregory down. Lefty fires home. That one misses low. It's ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, that's a good job. Be able to keep those hands back as she's running up, trying to slap it down that right field or left field line, rather.
Gregory has worked a good AB here after the backwards K to the leadoff batter in Highsmith. 2-2 coming. And swing and a miss there. It's the second strikeout for Kaylee Plumley in the second out of the inning.
Yeah, it's a good battle there at the plate, but ultimately Kaylee Plumley is going to get hers. Again, another count where she got ahead, and once she has you off balance, It's just really tough to put it in play against the best pitcher in the state.
Yeah, we've said it multiple times. Obviously, she's the best pitcher in the state, but she's gotten even better because she has really limited the walks, which is something she dealt with last year even through the state tournament. It's Izzy Smith at the plate now, one of the best batters in the lineup for East Robertson. That one's low and away. 1-0. Mention Highsmith and Smith. Those are the top two hitters in the lineup for East Robertson, both batting over 300 this season, have a little bit of power as well. Smith, the center fielder, 3 home runs on the season. That one's swing and a miss on a big cut. We saw Baylor Walton crank one last week against Clay County, or for Clay County, I should say, against Kaylee Plumley in the circle.
Interesting one, Clay County against Joe Burns, the other side of this region, live with our friends at Dale Hollow Horizon right now. They were also in a delay, but getting started there.
That one misses outside, 2-1, and we'll be paying attention to that one because if Clay County were to win that game, and we expect Gordonsville to win this one, they would meet again here in the region championship on Wednesday rather than going to Joe Burns.
We'd rather not go to Joe Burns. No offense. The Joe Burns were great last time we went there. It's just a long way.
This one's hit hard down the line, but a foul ball. It'll be strike 2. I mentioned it. Smith, one of the best batters, if not the best batter in the lineup for the Lady Indians. Yeah. Got an early jump on that one.
Yeah, actually out in front of it. We don't see that a ton against Plumley. Usually you're a little late on it, but she made the decision to swing, got something to hit, and just too far out in front.
2 outs, 2-2 count to Izzy Smith at the plate. Plumley rocks and deals. That one upstairs. 3 balls and 2 strikes for the first time today. The weather, pretty nice now. Absolutely no wind. We've actually got blue skies above us. We'll knock on some wood.
Yeah, I hope it stays that way.
It's popping up all over the place. Comes the payoff from Plumley. That is right down Broadway. Strike 3. 3 up, 3 down for Kaylee Plumley in the top half of the first. Tigerettes coming to the plate in the bottom of 1. This is the Region 4 Single A semifinal presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Upperman Athletics on UCR.
Located at 755 Buffalo Valley Road in Cookeville, Gentry's Power Equipment is your local steel dealer with a huge selection of outdoor power equipment including chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, mowers, pressure washers, and more. They are your local one-stop shop for high-quality equipment. Locally owned and operated, Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to support Upperman Athletics and UCR. Discover this stylish and modern 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home with an open split bedroom floor plan designed for comfort and convenience. With 3,318 square feet under one roof, plus a bonus room over the garage and 1,400 square foot basement. Located in the Brookstone subdivision, this home is just minutes from Cookeville. The builder is also offering up to 3% in closing cost assistance. Call Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate at 931-979-7145.
Back here at Crump Harris Park, Jacob Vincent, Noah McKay. This is the Region 4 Single A semifinal. Live on the UCR Facebook page and YouTube channel, also live on the NFHS Network. We welcome you in. If you're tuned in on Facebook or YouTube, let us know where you're watching from. Make sure you like the stream. Make sure you like the pages. Follow the pages as well. Kat Johnson leads it off for the Tigerettes. No change in their starting 9. Lineup-wise, it is Harley G in the circle against Kat Johnson at the plate. That's the first pitch across for strike 1.
And she's going to have to be ahead. You know, if you're going up against the Tigerettes with Plumley in the circle, you got to pitch the best game of your life. And that's exactly what the young freshman's trying to do against an explosive Tigerettes order. But already, home plate umpire seeing something and going to come out and have a word, and coach is coming out as well.
So already coming out to G in the circle. Coach Evans also coming out. Making sure whatever motion that she's got going on is up to par.
Yeah, your guess is as good as mine.
G in the circle this season, a 5.35 ERA, 73 1/3 innings pitched. She's given up 108 runs, but only 56 have been earned. 45 strikeouts to 23 walks and an opponent batting average against of .351. Here's the 0-1 to Johnson. That one swung on and fouled off right over Michael Lindsay's head. He's over there behind the dugout of East Robertson. There he is. The goose is loose at Crump Harris. Shout out Jimmy Fallon. 1-1. Also fouled off, and it's 1-2 now on Kat Johnson. Johnson leads it off. Kaylee Plumley bats second. Abby Brinkley will bat third. Cleanup batter is Bailey Stewart. Laura Thompson bats fifth for the Tigerettes. Batting sixth is Mackenzie Herron with Callie Dillard, Kaylin Roberts, and Camry Johnson at 7, 8, and 9. 1-2 to Johnson is outside for ball two. Johnson, the leadoff batter, the shortstop. Normally a catcher, though. Mentioned Bailey Stewart back there and has been for 4 years, so Johnson will go back there next season. This one right towards us in right center, down for a hit. Johnson turns it first. She's looking for two, and it is going to be a stand-up double to lead it off for the Tigerettes shortstop.
Great piece of hitting there, evens the count up at 2, and then puts a great swing on it, sends it right into the gap. Plenty of speed for Johnson, and Tigerettes in business early on.
So Kaylee Plumley will come to the plate with a runner in scoring position.
Hey, did they learn their lesson last year?
We'll see.
This was the sign of the don't do it game, and they did it, and she cranked one. And I'm going to say it again. Don't do it. With a base empty, don't pitch to her.
And it was gone.
So
we'll see if they pitch to her.
They're going to pitch to her.
She hit it right over here last year.
Gigantic mistake for East Robertson to pitch to this young lady. Yeah, they're not going to.
And they're not going to. So a smart decision by East Robertson. They do walk Kaylee Plumley. And now runners on first and second for Abby Brinkley. And they will get a runner on here for Plumley as Underwood comes on to run.
Yeah, it's just, especially with the base empty over there, you should never pitch to her, quite frankly, which is unfortunate for Kaylee Plumley because she's just so good with the bat. But what is your pro there? You get a lucky fly out? What's your con? It's 2-0 immediately.
Yep.
Just walk her.
Abby Brinkley can obviously get the job done as well as she steps in. Shows bunt. Johnson is halfway between second and third. Nobody covering second, so she'll trot back in there. That was in there for strike one. Brinkley, of course, with a lot of speed, playing out in center field. Leadoff batter a year ago before Johnson came in. Has been for the last few seasons. There's the 0-1. Swinging away. Left side of the infield. That ball through. Johnson looking to score. Throws on the brakes at the last second. That's a pretty good throw in from the left fielder for East Robertson and Lily Dunbar. And it is bases loaded for Bailey Stewart.
Camera's ready. Outfielder's already backing up right near the fence. And a great start for the Tigerettes. 1-2-3, top half, bases loaded here. Mention your favorite. Doesn't matter once the game starts. You got to take care of business. See if Bailey Stewart can give them a huge early lead.
The outfielders are 8 feet away from the fence. They are not letting anything get over them. If it gets over them, it's a home run. And Stewart, we'll see what she can do with the bases juiced and nobody out. Swings at the first pitch she sees. It's a shallow fly ball right field, and that is a foul ball right on top of the tarp that did a lot of work a little bit ago.
It was interesting. It kind of poured way earlier today, about 4. It stopped, and it kind of missed it on us for a while once we got here at about 5:30. Probably could have been playing then, quite frankly, but the nature of these pop-up showers, you just don't know. Now we hope we stay dry for however long this game takes.
So G trying to find the first down against the Tigerettes lineup. Nobody out here in the bottom of 1 with the bases loaded. Stewart at the plate. Here's the 0-1. High in the air, center field. Center fielder underneath, and Smith makes the catch. Throw coming home is not going to be in time. Underwood is going to take third base. Everybody moves up. It's a sac fly RBI, and also moving up in the process, Brinkley and Underwood.
Yeah, it's a really nice job there. You're not trying to do too much. Would you love the grand slam? Of course. But you move everybody along. You get a 1-0 lead. And now you move the parade. Keep it going here. Only one down. And if anything down in the outfield, it's going to be a 3-0 Tigerettes lead.
That's one where you want to cut it there in the middle. You got no chance of getting Johnson out at home. You want to cut that, not allow the free bases to Underwood and Brinkley. They smartly took them at second and third with Laura Thompson coming to the plate. She swings at the first pitch she sees. Blooper right side. That ball is down. It's going to score 1. Brinkley turns the corner. Great throw in. And the swipe tag is, what do we got?
What is going on here?
Home plate umpire just called time.
The home plate umpire is 2 feet away from it. He can't ask the umpire 40 feet away. He's got to know the call there.
And she's safe. So Abby Brinkley apparently evaded the tag, and it's a 2-run single for Laura Thompson.
Hey, thank you very much, but that's bit weird, and I don't blame Coach at all. He's not happy with that as he comes out to ask. And what the umpire announced was that the tag was missed. And the only thing I would say is maybe he thought it missed, but wanted to make sure down at the field umpire he didn't have a different view. But Goose had a view of it down there, and he's got a picture, and that is about 3 inches away from her hip. And it's the correct call. So ends up being right. Umpires get together, they make the right call, and it's there you go. Gordonsville up 3-0. That was a great hit it where they ain't swing.
So RBI single for Laura Thompson brings Mackenzie Heron to the plate. It's a 3-0 lead for the Tigerettes and only one out. Runner goes, throw down to second base. A pretty good one, but it actually hit Thompson along the way, and it will be a stolen bag for Laura Thompson.
Aggressive base running here for Gordonsville. Once you're up 3-0, you're looking for more. Don't blame them at all. Now, anything down in the outfield makes it 4-0 more likely than not.
So Thompson into scoring position. Heron, the left fielder, at the plate. We know she's got power. Everybody in this lineup does for the Tigerettes. That one's inside.
Yeah, I don't know what the count is. I'm going to say 1-1. We know it's one ball.
That one's a called strike. 1-2. It is indeed.
Nailed it. Absolutely nailed it.
Or maybe that was 2-1. We'll find out here in a second. That's a ball. And it's either 2-2 or 3-1.
This is on me. My apologies, folks. I'm juggling a lot out here right now with this new setup.
Heron going to see if she can find a base hit anyways. Swings at this one down the line. That is a foul ball. No signal, but it is a foul ball. Coming from the broadcaster, please throw your hands up in the air.
Please.
That's strike 2 no matter what. We know that for a fact. It might be a full count. It might be 2-2. We'll see if the home plate umpire will help us out here. And he just throws 1-2 up in the air. This one hit hard out to right field. Going to stay in the park. Right fielder makes the catch, tagging up Thompson, and she will be into third base safely. So moving the runner up is Heron. It is the second out of the inning, though.
Yeah, this is clinical right now for Gordonsville. Not trying to do too much, right? We haven't seen anything really put a charge into anything yet outside of the leadoff hit for Johnson. But put it up in the air in the outfield, move the runners along, and now with 2 outs, you can try to inflict some real damage with the bat.
Runner on third is Thompson. Callie Dillard to the plate with 2 away. And watching the whole way, it's ball 1. First 3 batters reached. Double intentional walk, single, sac fly RBI, and then the 2 RBI single. As Abby Brinkley was able to score from second base. That one missed inside. It's 2-0 now to Callie Dillard. Once again, the Tigerettes, you win, you move on into the region championship. If Joe Burns wins the other one, they would go there. If Clay County wins, they would come back here to Gordonsville. That one's down low, and it's 3-0 now with Kaylin Roberts standing on deck.
And there's just nowhere to breathe. We always say it with this Gordonsville lineup, but it's true. You're in the 7 spot, and you've got Callie Dillard, who has home run power. You can't just leave it over the heart of the plate to her.
Here is the 3-0, right down Broadway for strike 1. G needed that one.
And the reality is, for East Robertson, they were already in a huge hole just starting the game. It's gigantic now with Kaylee Plumley on the other side against you. Any more comes across and starts to be over.
3-1.
Wow.
Not sure. Ball 4, though. Second walk of the inning brings Kaylin Roberts to the plate with runners on the corners. And quite possibly more work coming from the catcher in Autumn Mayberry behind the plate. Had a pretty good throw down to try to get Thompson, who stands at third base. It just hit her in the process and kind of caromed away. Kaylin Roberts is at the plate, the second baseman for the Tigerettes. Swings at the first pitch she sees. Line drive, but right at the left fielder. And East Robertson, catch made by Lily Dunbar for the final out of the inning. They strand a couple of runners, but not before 3 runs come across for the Tigerettes. It's 3-0 heading to 2. This is the Region 4 Single A semifinal presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
What if opportunity was all in a day's work?
We find new ways to make vacation dreams a reality. And that inspires me to do my best work every single day.
What if you can make a real impact in people's lives with a team that cares? what I do matters. Not just for guests, but for my team. We rely on each other each and every day. What if your work inspired fun and moved people?
We put the world on vacation. Our job is to make people happy. Inspiring travelers around the world to live their best lives never stops being fulfilling.
At Travel and Leisure, what if can be what is. Stop wondering. Join the travel movement. And start a career where memories start with you.
3-0 lead for the Tigerettes after one. 4, 5, and 6-2 up for East Rob. Faith Pearson, Lily Dunbar, and Autumn Mayberry here in the inning. Hey, if you look in the comments, make sure you comment along with us, but you'll also see a link that we have put out. It's a donation link if you'd like to help us out, bring postseason coverage all throughout the postseason. Obviously, Spring Fling is coming up next week, and costs a good amount of money to put these broadcasts on.
It costs a lot of money. We're all over creation here today. Of course, Wednesday potentially at Joe Burns. That's a long way. Down at Red Bank on Thursday and Friday, and then Murfreesboro for an entire week. We will be there for all of it. Of course, if Gordonsville is able to make another run, we'll be there for every single pitch. And free to watch. If you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, we appreciate it because of our sponsors, but we appreciate any additional help if you're able to do so.
Here comes the 1-1. Pearson fouls it off, 1-2, and of course, wouldn't be possible without Gentry's Power Equipment, who has made our postseason coverage possible for every sport. Baseball, softball, Upperman has made it through. They'll be playing Thursday and Friday. We'll be there for those games. Be traveling with the Tigerettes most likely to Joe Burns on Wednesday unless Clay County can pull the upset.
Wow.
And that's a called strike 3 on the outside corner. It's 4 in a row to start off the ball game for the Tigerettes and Kaylee Plumley.
Listen, Kaylee Plumley's throwing really well. If I'm from East Robertson right now, I'm feeling a little bit like I may be getting some home cooking against me right now.
The Clay County fans
Yeah.
would agree with you on that sentiment.
It's that pitch was a ball in the top half. There was a pitch closer that was a ball 4 for Gordonsville. I'm going to tell you straight up like it is, but we'll take it.
That one's hit well into the outfield, and that's going to be a single by Lily Dunbar. Swung early and was able to put it through.
And we've seen that approach really for a lot of East Robertson's hitters so far, and it's led to a lot of swings and misses, but early swings just deciding. You can tell as soon as the pitch leaves the hand of Plumley, they're into their swing, and she throws it over the heart of the plate. You got a chance to do it. That wasn't a particularly hard hit, but it gives you a base runner, and East Robertson's going to need a lot of those today.
So Dunbar is on, the left fielder, who had a catch there in that bottom of the first inning. Stepping in will be the infield and the outfield with Mayberry at the plate, the catcher. Rise ball misses upstairs, 1-0.
And I think this is part of what makes Gordonsville so good, because that feels like such a huge accomplishment for you to get that hit, and you go, but it's a runner at first with 1 out, and you're down 3-0 already. This is such a monumental task to come and beat these Tigerettes.
Bunch shown. That one's fouled off, and it's now 1-1 to Mayberry. Update. Mentioned Clay County taking on Joe Burns tonight. Top of the third, 0-0.
There you go. Huge opportunity for the Lady Dogs to go on the road. They've been competitive a lot this year. It's a good softball team.
Just the 7-1 victory for the Tigerettes here in this park in the district championship. And that was the 4th game they had played. Every single game has gotten closer and closer. They would love another chance at the Tigerettes in the region championship. 2-1 here to Mayberry. Long lookout. Oh, they're checking over at first. Shoe came untied for Lily Dunbar. And Joe Burns going to what they normally go to, or they change their pitchers quite a bit. Have already used 2 pitchers in 2 innings.
Yeah, they mix it up. Of course, that's the runner-up last year to the Tigerettes.
There's a called strike. It's 2-2.
Again, another day where Plumley, she's missed a couple of those rise balls high, but she's been able to mix up. Her fastball's been really good so far. Pinpointing it across the zone. It's been a really solid pitch. We'll see if she goes to it here or tries to get that KO rise ball.
2-2 coming. That one, miss low.
All right. Maybe it's just inconsistent.
Equal opportunity, maybe.
Yeah, maybe it's just inconsistent because that looked like a ball 3 right down the middle.
It's full count now to Autumn Mayberry, who's trying to find her way on with a 1 out here for East Robertson in the top of 2. With that one, it is ball 4, and it will be the first walk issued by Kaylee Plumley in the circle. And now 2 runners on for East Robertson with 1 away, and Hallie Bruce coming to the plate.
Well, now if you're East Robertson on the road, you have to score here. You got to capitalize. 2 on with 1 out. You don't know if you'll have this opportunity again in the ball game, so got to find a way to put the bat on the ball. And for Plumley, trying to hunker down and get back to her strikeout stuff.
After the strikeout, a single and a walk issued by Plumley. Bruce at the plate now, swinging first pitch. That one, a little blooper. Johnson's not going to get there, but the runner wasn't going from first. Throw came into second, but she came off the bag, and everybody's going to be safe. Heron hesitated out in left field initially. Roberts wasn't on the bag. She came off to get it, and everybody is safe. It's bases loaded for Harley G., the pitcher.
And I don't think McKenzie realized what was happening there with the runner from first to second, it being a force out. That's not typical for your left fielder to have that opportunity and hesitate because she was going to throw home, and then, I got to throw to second. Rushed it, brought her off the bag, and a big break for East Robertson.
So Harley G. is at the plate. The pitcher on the other side for East Robertson. The rise ball, a check swing. They want to check, and they're going to say she went. And I only chuckle because I don't know how in the world you see that from second base.
That's a good point. We got a 3-man crew, but he's back in the outfield. But, again, we'll take it.
It's 0-1 to Harley G., who's trying to help herself out. A 3-0 deficit. Swings at it right through. 0-2.
Man, how good is it to have Kaylee Plumley in the circle if you're Gordonsville in this spot? Bases loaded with 1 out, and you feel like, we're okay here. We're going to be all right because we got 21 going in the circle.
Probably the most base runners she's dealt with in a very long time. The 0-2 bunt shown right down Broadway and couldn't get it down. It is another strikeout, 5 on the day. And now 2 outs in the inning with the 9-batter, Maddie Thomerson, coming to the plate.
Yeah, and you're in the right spot of the order, too, for Plumley. And that time you're thinking, I'm showing I'm not going to catch up to it swinging away. So try to just put it in play. You can't. And now 1 more punch out away from a big bases-loaded jam to get out of for Plumley.
Bases loaded, 2 outs for Thomerson, the 9-batter, the designated player. She is batting for Gray Wicks. That one, a called strike on the outside corner.
And this is Kaylee Plumley's competitiveness shines through in these situations. She gets right back, steps up, fires the first pitch. There's no extra lap. There's nothing else going on. She's solely focused on the next pitch that she has to throw.
0-1 here to Thomerson. Brings it home. That's right there for strike 2.
Hit the same spot both times. Fastball around the outside corner. And we'll see if she even messes around here. Sometimes this is where you waste a rise ball way up. I don't know. She may just go into attack mode against the 9-hole hitter and stride back into the dugout.
East Robertson trails 3-0. They've got bases loaded and 2 outs. An 0-2 count to the 9-batter Thomerson. Plumley brings it home. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. 6 strikeouts through 2 innings for Kaylee Plumley. They're coming back to the plate in the bottom of 2. It's a 3-0 lead for Gordonsville. This is the Region 4 Single-A semifinal, presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Looking for weekend lunch and dinner plans? Since 1971, Nick's Restaurant has been locally owned and operated. From mouth-watering prime rib to delectable ice cream pie, Nick's has it all. Their cozy atmosphere and great service will make you feel right at home. Plus, their banquet space is perfect for any event. Visit them at 895 South Jefferson Avenue or online at nickscookville.com. Nick's Restaurant is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Proudly introducing Upper Cumberland Generators for all your home power solutions. Locally owned and operated, Upper Cumberland Generators are here to make sure you have peace of mind no matter the situation. With new and reliable generators. Call 931-265-1702 for more information or to order yours today. Upper Cumberland Generators is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
A 3-0 lead for the Gordonsville Tigerettes. They're coming back to the plate in the bottom of 2. 9-1-2 due up. Camry Johnson back to the top. Kat Johnson and Kaylee Plumley here in the inning. And for the first time in a while, it was a threat there from East Robertson.
And really a testament to Kaylee Plumley because even when it got to bases loaded, it never even crossed my mind that they were going to score a run. It seemed like the entire time that Plumley had it taken care of, and she did. Gets the strikeouts, especially against the lower part of the order. It's just overpowering with all the pitches that she has. That fastball is really working. It's been her best one today. Throws it 3 straight times on the outside corner. Gets the call all 3 times. Innings over.
In the first inning for the Tigerettes, 3 runs on 3 hits. They left 2 runners stranded. Had a couple of walks in between. Johnson leads it off. That one misses low from Harley G in the circle, who had that opportunity there with bases loaded and 1 out, unable to do anything with it.
And this is how they kill you, because it's 9-1-2, and you're in the second inning, and the huge bats are coming. The table's set to potentially have base runners on for Kaylee Plumley. This is how they bury teams. East Robertson's got to be careful.
1-0. That one hit hard left side right through the shortstop's legs, and that's all the way to the wall. Johnson's looking for 2, and she will be in there safely. How we ruling that one, statistician Noah?
It's going to be a base hit, but it's also one that the shortstop should have had. But it was a rocket, which is why I'm going to give it a base hit. I mean, it was ripped on the ground, and by the time she was able even to get in position, it was through her legs and all the way back to the wall. I mean, on a wet track to roll that far shows you how hard Johnson hit it, and she does that, sets the table for the big bats.
So Kat Johnson now will have a runner in scoring position with Camry Johnson after the double. Second double of the day by the Tigerettes offense. Home plate umpire had to clean the plate off, and now we'll get back behind. G ready to go. The righty fires it in and misses inside for ball 1. Kat Johnson's first AB ripped a double. It was to the wall. She then came around to score on the sac fly RBI by Bailey Stewart. 3-0 lead right now for the Tigerettes in the bottom of 2. That one's low and inside again, and it's 2-0.
And if you wonder some of the things that are a telltale sign of how good this Gordonsville team is, look at the approach for Johnson, a freshman. Every pitch afterwards, she does the exact same thing. She has her routine, gets back in, and sets up no matter what happens. It's the little things. As that one misses, and it's quickly 3-0. That was ball 3.
Yeah, that's ball 3.
She thought it was ball 4, but it was ball 3. But every time she does the same thing. Has the step out, steps in, does the wobble, and is ready to go. And that's the same 1 through 9 for this Gordonsville team.
By the way, Baylor Walton is doing Baylor Walton things. She just hit a 2-run shot, and the Clay County Lady Bulldogs lead 2-0 going to the bottom of 3. That was with 2 outs in the inning as well. She is 2 for 2 with a single and a home run. That one missed for ball 4, and it's the 3rd walk issued by G today.
And now you're down 3-0. You should walk her, even though it's going to load the bases with nobody out. You should still walk her.
Kaylee Plumley will step in. She was intentionally walked her first time up.
Oh, my goodness. We should have brought our mitts.
And they're going to pitch to her. With runners on first and second, that one low and away. And you need to throw it there 4 times in a row.
This is just such a mistake. I don't even care if she gets out. It's such a mistake.
Look at the outfielders. They're on the warning track. This one hit hard. That one is through. Johnson is going to score from second base. Kat Johnson looking to get into third. She's in safely. Plumley an RBI double, and it's 4-0.
And once you decided to pitch to her, if it wasn't going to be the intentional walk, that was your best case scenario, which is why you should walk her every time. She's simply the GOAT. Does it again, makes it look easy. She's not swinging for the fences. It just happens to go that way a lot of the time. Puts it on the ground where they aren't. It's an easy RBI for Kaylee Plumley.
Callie Underwood comes on to run for Kaylee Plumley. She stands on second base. Kat Johnson is at third base, who advanced up a couple of bags. Camry Johnson came around to score on the double by Plumley. Plumley now has reached a couple of times on the intentional walk and the double.
Now you can completely break it open with one swing.
Abby Brinkley at the plate. That one's high and away.
And the freshman G, she's been a little bit more wild in this inning. It was really in the zone in the first. Here there's been a lot more misses. He had the 4-pitch walk to Johnson, and it second time through also. So Gordonsville senior starting to time it up.
The 1-0. Left side, left fielder got a late jump, dives at it. Did she make the catch? I think she did. They tagged up as well from third, and the run scores. Again, I didn't see any signal from any umpires. I assume it's an out. Why are we tagging first? What's happening? What's going on?
Well, here's why. Now it doesn't matter. So the reason they did is because Brinkley didn't run. Brinkley did not run down to first. So if they ruled that it was actually dropped, you go and tag first just in case. So now she's definitely out.
And
again, there could be an argument for East Robertson, but it doesn't matter at this point because either way, Brinkley's out. Now, that's where you want Abby Brinkley to run down to first. There was no signal from the umpiring crew whether it was out or not.
This is why we need signals.
And either way,
so stuff like that doesn't happen.
Kat Johnson tagged from third,
correct.
So she's safe either way
also,
at home.
A great play by Lily Dunbar. We just didn't know if it was actually a catch or not because the field umpires made absolutely no signal at all.
Yeah, there's no signal. Now,
and that's what Coach Kevin Evans is saying.
Well, and
there's got to be something. They just stood there.
There has to be some sort of signal, but also if you're Coach Evans, it doesn't matter because nobody tagged up from first. Brinkley didn't run down.
Yeah.
They threw to first, so she's out one way or the other. So at this point, it's kind of a moot point, and we can move on. It's an RBI either way. Brinkley's out either way.
But his argument might be, give us something. That's what I'm arguing for.
He wants a signal, but this is a pretty animated argument that doesn't matter anymore.
Well, it's a sac fly RBI for Abby Brinkley,
but we gotta have a signal.
We need something.
It's been a really not great day from the.
And this is a region semifinal. So another run across. It is 5-0 as you see there on your scoreboard. And for Coach Evans, I feel him right now.
I do, but also if you're Coach Bush, you're saying, hey, Brinkley, we gotta run down to first in that spot because we may be able to get away with something. I can come out and argue, and we may be able to say that ball hit the ground in left field.
He's still going.
Oh, he's not happy.
And rightfully so. Again, we had a foul ball down the line that was pretty close. No signal at all. That one, a diving attempt. Normally you're going to see a signal on a diving attempt because it's a 50-50 call sometimes.
Okay, now it is time for Coach Evans to get back in the dugout.
I don't exactly know what he's arguing about at first, though.
No, it is time to get back in the dugout. We're trying to play a softball game, and the rain is coming. I understand frustration. I really do. But at a certain point, he's still out of the dugout now.
I think that's what Coach Bush is saying. Come on, we got to get going. And those clouds are indeed getting darker. And I don't even know what's going on now.
Yeah, now it's gone too far. But this is, again, another reason why it's critical. The umpires have got to be clear with their signals, and they got to be clear with their calls. And it hasn't happened at all in this game so far.
Well, it's 5-0. That was the first out of the inning. Bailey Stewart comes to the plate with a runner on second base in the form of Callie Underwood. She's there after the double by Kaylee Plumley. We think we're ready.
We think.
It appears we are. And let's play ball.
Here comes a home run.
G brings it home, and the first pitch is a foul ball. It's 0-1 to Stewart. Stewart had a sac fly RBI her last time up.
Goose has no clue what was going on down there either. He's in the dugout.
We asked him what is going on, and he said he has no clue because we didn't either. We're not sure what he was pointing to first base about. This one hit hard. Left side of the infield. Underwood went back to the bag. Now she's running forward, trying to get to third, and she is in there safely. It was a very quick time call because Stewart wasn't even to second base yet. But Stewart will get into second base, and Underwood is at third after the single and advancing on the throw by Bailey Stewart. We got the signal, I guess, but you kind of have to let the play finish. Stewart will get a runner.
It's a good thing this is a 5-0 game right now, or I'd probably be in a little different mood.
Paisley Underwood will come on to run for Bailey Stewart. Some runners on second and third for Laura Thompson, and these skies are not promising looking.
Yeah, 10 spot from Gordonsville would be nice right now. Let's get this thing going.
Rain starting in 40 minutes, says AccuWeather. We don't need that. This one is hammered down the line right in front of Dunbar, knocks it down. It goes into foul territory. Both runs score and into second base. With a 2 RBI double is Laura Thompson.
Yeah, second time through, Gordonsville's really timing up G in the circle. And Thompson with another really nice swing. She sent it right in her first AB. Now she sends it into left with that one. And Gordonsville teeing off all over Crump Paris Park.
So another couple of runs across. It's a 7-0 lead here in the bottom of 2. And how about Laura Thompson? 4 runs driven in. And we've got another conversation.
I believe the scoreboard, which we can't see, had 2 outs on it. There was 1 out, and that's
there
what
is
Coach
only
Bush
1
is
out.
Clarifying.
But again, it's because of all that confusion that happened earlier with the umpires.
And really, it's just delaying the inevitable because Gordonsville's starting to really roll right now.
7-0, and Mackenzie Herron's coming to the plate, who flew out to right her last time up. And again, this is a very young East Robertson team. Yep. Highsmith, 2 of their better hitters, both sophomores. G in the circle as a freshman. And if I'm not mistaken, she threw in this game last year as an 8th grader. Because I remember asking about the pronunciation of her last name. That one fouled into the fence, and it's 1-1. 0-2?
100%.
0-2. That ball hammered by Herron. That one's going to be down for a hit as well. Thompson up to third, and runners on the corners after the single.
And that's really been the MO right now for Gordonsville. It's not barrels necessarily. It's just little flicks. Shallow outfield. We've had a couple of hard-hit grounders, but everything else just been kind of bloopers. And because of the power and how far back these outfielders are having to play, they have no chance to get up to these as they land about 15 feet into the outfield.
So Callie Dillard comes to the plate, walked her first time up. She's got runners on the corner, shows a bunt, and misses low. Runner goes. They're going to try to get in the rundown, and it's going to bring the run home. It does exactly what they tried to do. Now trying to reach safely at first base, and running back and forth is Herron. She dives in, and she is out. So East Robertson gets the out there on the caught stealing, but it does bring the run across in the form of Laura Thompson, and it's 8-0 with now 2 outs and Callie Dillard at the plate.
Yeah, you like that if you're Coach Bush. You would love for her to be able to dive in safely somewhere in Mackenzie Herron, but she did a great job in the rundown. It was nicely defended by East Robertson, but when you're up 7-0, hey, let's add one more, make it 8-0, and push it closer and closer to a magic number. You get 15 after 3, 12 after 4, 10 after 5, and now a visit to the circle. But, I mean, let's be honest. This is the 31-1 Tigerettes on a 24-game winning streak. East Robertson, they're at 9-19-1. It is what it is. And Gordonsville is about to separate here and put this one away.
Like you say, especially in basketball, 2 teams in different spots. As Coach Evans has a conversation with his infields.
And for Coach Evans, you want your team to battle. You want them to compete here, and they are competing. Just this is, in my opinion, the best team in the state in every classification against a 10 games under 500 team in 1A.
So Callie Dillard still has a 1-0 count here at the plate. And is the bottom of 2 with 2 outs after the caught stealing and the run across. Nobody on for Dillard. That one misses low. 2 balls and no strikes. So the run scoring was Thompson. Caught stealing was Herron, but we've seen that multiple times with the Upperman Bees where you try to get caught in a run down and bring that run across. That's exactly what they did.
They'll stand with the Stone Memorial Panthers.
Stone Memorial Panthers run, that's perfection with Talon Hurd and Gage Eldridge. It's 3-0 here to Dillard with Kaylin Roberts on deck. She swings at 3-0, and that ball is through. Dunbar to it is going to limit it to the single, and it'll be a runner on first for Kaylin Roberts.
Yeah, it's 8-0 in the second inning. 3-0, let's go. You like something? Take a hack at it. You love it if you're Gordonsville, and this is when you get to have fun.
So Kaylin Roberts flew out to left field to end the first inning. Now comes to the plate. It is the 9th batter in this inning.
It's kind of amazing that they haven't batted around yet.
We're going to see if Kaylin Roberts will change that trend. She comes up with 2 away.
They are bouncing in the Gordonsville dugout.
It is a dugout that has made all kinds of noise this season. Swinging first pitch, a foul ball. Mentioned Clay County, they took a 2-0 lead on Joe Burns after the Baylor Walton 2-run shot with 2 outs in the top of 3. And they're back to the plate in the top of 4 with nobody out and a runner on third base. So Clay County in the driver's seat right now against Joe Burns. So again, we'll keep you updated on it because if they win and Gordonsville win, they'll meet back here on Wednesday.
Good for the Lady Bulldogs.
They played some good softball. This one hit. Second base side, and that's going to get through. Had some wild spin on it as it hit the dirt. Taking third base is Callie Dillard, and Kaylin Roberts able to reach, and I guess a single. Tough play?
It's a tough
Ton of
play.
spin on it? Up to you.
I'd have it as an E3. That's one that you got to catch. And unfortunately for East Robertson, that's been a familiar refrain. A lot of unearned runs this season in the field. And again, that's another one, not particularly hard contact, but it did take a crazy hop, but it's one you got to catch in the air. You got to go and attack that one.
So runners on first and third now after Dillard advanced up to third base.
You better get this out.
And Camry Johnson is at the plate for the second time in this inning, so they have batted around. That one's inside, 1-0.
You better get this out because behind is Kat Johnson and then Kaylee Plumley, and you're looking at
Four
very
runs.
early run rule.
Well, the top two in the lineup have gone double, walk, double, and 4 runs across. 1-0. Left side. And I think I heard foul ball that time, at least.
Did.
It is indeed a foul ball.
Foul ball with one arm up from behind the plate.
It's better than nothing.
If you think it's getting darker on your screen,
It's
getting darker here. The dark clouds have moved over.
There is a nice purpley cell on the radar down in McMinnville that is headed this direction. Ground ball left side again, another foul ball, and it's now 1-2 on Camry Johnson at the plate, who doubled to lead off this inning. She came around to score. That was that hard-hit ground ball through the shortstop's legs and all the way to the outfield wall.
So this is the type of clouds you read about in Joshua during the plagues. This is they roll in.
1-2 here to Johnson as G tries to get out of it. Johnson in on the hands and fouls it off. We'll stay at 1-2.
Man, just 1 through 9, these Tigerettes battle. You have to throw good pitches. You have to put it over the plate, and when you do, they put it in play. I mean, everybody has either reached or had a productive out in this inning so far.
1-2, and another foul ball. Oh, Goose got him.
Uh-oh.
Keep your head on a swivel down there.
I should have been tracking with it. Darn.
Hey, he took it like a champ, though.
Look at him right now, pretending he's not in pain.
He's going to go.
He's stretching the,
yeah.
stretching the heck out of that. He's looking at
it. We got you. He's looking right at us.
he had that little stretch and then the glance down.
Another foul ball, and it's still 1-2.
Oh, this is so good.
He's going to have fun going back to that.
Love you, buddy.
1-2 coming to Johnson. That one misses low. 2 balls and 2 strikes, and a stolen base for Kaylin Roberts.
I love that for Kaylin Roberts. Nobody's paying attention. Just take a nice little jog over and put yourself in scoring position.
Runners on second and third. Camry Johnson still at the plate as they have batted it around here in the second. That one's upstairs, and the count has now run full with Kat Johnson standing on deck.
Looming on deck. Great crowd tuning in. We welcome you in.
Payoff pitch. Hammered down the line, and another foul ball. Johnson just can't quite sit back enough.
Goose letting us know that the ball hit him. Oh, we know it hit you.
Letting us know that it hit him hard. Payoff.
Uh-oh.
Guess what? Another foul ball. Watch out, Goose. He said Coach Bush got in the way the first time, and he wasn't ready for it. We'll give him that. We'll give him that. Blocking the view. It looks like it caught him pretty good. 3-2. This is the longest.
I used to when I would shoot photos. I don't know if you're familiar with the field in Sparta, where you're literally 5 feet away from the batter's box. And I just imagine how I would have felt seeing that come at me in a place like that.
Yeah. It's 3-2 here on one of the longer ABs of the season. Johnson, blooper, left side, and it's down. It's going to score a couple of runs as well. How about that AB from Camry Johnson on the 2 RBI single?
A sensational at-bat, just battling away pitch after pitch after pitch, and you push it to a double-digit lead. You flip the lineup over again. That's as good as it gets. Really a tremendous job fouling off everything close. And again, another blooper. Didn't have to get barreled up.
12 pitches in the AB for Camry Johnson there. And
12-pitch single.
I love the game-changer description of the stolen base for Kalen Roberts. Advances to second on defensive indifference.
That's fitting. That was
tremendous.
An unbelievable at-bat out of your 9-hole hitter. That was awesome.
It's 10-0. Cat Johnson's at the plate for the second time in this inning.
Goose got hit in that at-bat.
He did. Yeah, 12 pitches. That one's low and inside. 1-0 here to Cat Johnson, who has reached a couple of times. A double, a walk, and 2 runs scored.
So if you're Gordonsville, you're thinking, score 5 more and then go put your 1-2-3 inning. Let's go home. That's where you're at.
Especially with those clouds. This one, Johnson bloops it out to left, and that one also down for a hit. And now what's happening now is the East Robertson defense is respecting the power so much that everything is dropping in front of the outfielders. But as soon as they come in, it's going to get hit over their heads, and Kaylee Plumley's coming to the plate.
They're going to walk her? I think they may walk her. Or do you not at this point? Sorry. It's 10-0 in the second. Just here we go.
She's going to swing away with the runners on first and second and 2 away. And she took a big hack, and it's strike 1.
She was trying to hit it to the Park UCR Silverado behind the pickup ball courts.
She does hit it high in the air. Out to center field. Plumley puts it out of here. A 3-run shot for Kaylee Plumley makes it 13-0 just over the center field wall.
The GOAT does it again. It was a great effort in center. She leapt up. We saw her glove come up, but it was about 5 feet too far for Kaylee Plumley. It's always a mistake to pitch to her, and she shows off why again.
A 3-run shot by Plumley, who has now driven in 4 runs in this contest. Makes it 13-0. It clears the bases, and Abby Brinkley will be coming to the plate. But we're going to have a pitching change before that, so we'll step aside. This is the Region 4 Single-A semifinal presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Turf Masters Landscape Management has been serving the Upper Cumberland since 1996. They offer a variety of services, including lawn maintenance, landscape design and installation, landscape lighting, irrigation systems, and more. For more information, contact Matt Wilson at 931-261-1587 today. Turf Masters Landscape Management is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Real Estate Collective is a team of experienced, licensed real estate agents serving the entire Upper Cumberland region. Whether you are looking to buy or sell, the RICO team is ready to serve you. With a focus on people over profits, you can rest assured the Real Estate Collective can help make your real estate dreams a reality. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their current listings at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective is proud to support student athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
It's a call to the bullpen for East Robertson, 13-0 lead with 2 outs here in the bottom of 2. And it is Bella Crutcher coming to the plate to the circle for the Lady Indians of East Robertson.
And she comes into a less than ideal spot for the Lady Indians. 13-0. You just had the 3-run shot to Kaylee Plumley. I mean, they pitched to her last year, and she did it. And they pitched to her this year, and she does it again. And she's simply the best player in the state, and she's showing why again. And there is all sorts of lightning in the distance. So 2 runs for Gordonsville right here, right now would be very, 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 very helpful. Because, I mean, it is. I'm looking over towards the south, towards my old stomping grounds.
It's still south of McMinnville, so we got a little bit of time.
I'm looking at Hickman, my old stomping grounds, as we've talked about, back in the hills, and there's all sorts of electricity in that direction.
It's quickly approaching. Abby Brinkley watches that first one miss a little bit up, and it's 1-0. And, yeah, you mentioned it, 15 after 3, 12 after 4, 10 after 5. In softball, it's a 13-0 lead right now for the Tigerettes. And that one is low and out for ball 2, 2-0. Mentioned G, she is their normal starter. She started this one, and now Crutcher comes in relief. Brinkley, 2-0, coming to the plate for the 3rd time, is singled, hit a sac fly RBI. This one popped up and into foul territory for strike 1. We've seen quite a bit in this game. A lot of runs from the Tigerettes. Goose might have some stitches down on his hip.
It's not funny. It's hilarious.
2-1 here to Brinkley. And popped up. Trying to find it. Mayberry makes the catch from behind home plate, and that will get out of the inning. They bat around. They bring 10 more runs across. It's 13-0. We're through 2, heading to 3. You're watching the Region 4 Single A semifinal presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
The Real Estate Collective Land and Farm Team represents a dedicated group of individuals possessing a wealth of expertise in land and farm sales. They possess a range of resources at their disposal, all aimed at showcasing the innate qualities of each property. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their current listings at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective Land and Farm Team is proud to support student athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate, quality care for all patients from local people you can trust, so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine Team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Well, the temperature, it's dropped a little bit here, even since we've been to break. The dark clouds are growing ever closer, and it's a 13-0 lead for the Gordonsville Tigerettes, getting going here on the top of 3, with East Robertson coming to the plate. 1, 2, and 3, Anna Claire Highsmith, Kelsey Gregory, and Izzy Smith.
Yeah, now would be a great time for a 9-pitch, 3-strikeout Kaylee Plumley inning and a 2-run home run in the bottom half, and let's go home.
Plumley is in the circle. There's a swing and a miss by Highsmith. Highsmith worked a pretty long AB in to start it off. She ended up striking out looking. We saw 10 runs across from the Tigerettes in the bottom of 2. That one's low and inside, 1-1.
Yeah, it seems like a long time ago. It was 3-0, and East Robertson had bases loaded with 1 out in the top of the second inning. And Kaylee Plumley struck out the next 2, and then the Tigerettes put up a 10 spot.
Here's the 1-1. That one a little wave, and it's a 1-2 now. And yeah, Plumley threw 2 innings, has 6 strikeouts. She has allowed 3 base runners, a couple of base hits, and a walk there in that second inning. She stranded the bases loaded, though. They had the bases loaded with 1 out. Then she struck out the next 2 batters. And that one didn't quite come out cleanly, and it's 2-2. Not only did she strike out those next 2 batters, they were both on 0-2 counts to get out of the inning in the second. Plumley with the 2-2. Swing and a miss. It's another K. 7 of them on the day.
She's got the goods. Every single out has been a punch out so far for 21. And she's looking to mow through these hitters in the top half and go finish it in the bottom half. As it is an electric sky to the south.
It's not ideal.
It's getting closer.
1 out in the inning. Kelsey Gregory to the plate.
It's going to be around a bunch of electronic equipment when it's lightning everywhere, right?
We got some oak trees around us as well. A little foul ball. 0-1.
Big metal fence right in front of us. We were going to have a busy week this week, Jacob.
We are indeed. Wednesday might be back here.
Yep.
Clay County up 2-0. That is also in a delay. Hopefully we're not headed for that. And then Thursday and Friday we'll be down at Red Bank with the Upperman Bees baseball team. Thursday just 1 game. Friday possibly 2, depending on what goes on in those 2 games. That one's high and away, and it's 1-1. So yeah, it's a lot of, and this is the final week before Spring Fling gets started on Tuesday next week. We'll be there for all the action. Gordonsville Tigerettes, Upperman Bees, as long as they make it, and anybody else from across the Upper Cumberland in any sport. That one's upstairs, and it's 2-1.
And I would think if lightning rolled in here, we would just be done. East Robertson would say okay, but they don't have to.
They don't. That one waved out and missed, and it's 2-2. And yep, Goose just sent the screenshots. It is close.
We're going to die.
Well, I don't know about that, but there is rain on the way.
Oh, okay.
The heavy stuff is behind it. We still got some time before that gets here. Here's the 2-2. Slap the other way, and what a catch made over at third by Lakin Roberts. How about that?
Tremendous catch by Roberts in the hot corner. Flashes the leather and makes the catch for out number 2.
I mean, that is impressive, especially after fouling off a bunch of pitches and still being ready when it comes right your way. A highlight reel play for Lakin Roberts.
And a Tigerettes defense that doesn't have a ton of opportunities to do much with Plumlee on the mound or in the circle. And what do they do there? Up to it. First opportunity they had to make a play, and they make it.
Izzy Smith comes to the plate with 2 away. All right, first pitch in there was a called strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Smith, a strikeout victim her first time up. It was looking. I mentioned those clouds getting darker, much darker, as obviously the sun is also set. That doesn't help cause.
No.
That one's upstairs. The rise ball, 1-1. And we said it, if Gordonsville were to come to the plate in the bottom of 3, put 2 runs up, this game would be over with. And that would help everybody with the impending weather.
Swing and a miss.
1-2.
What happened? Swing and a miss.
The audio is not out in front for anybody that's wondering.
And swing and a miss.
2 away. A 1-2 coming from Plumlee. It is indeed a swing and a miss. 1-2-3 for Kaylee Plumlee. The Tigerettes looking for 2 on the other side. This is the Region 4 Single A semifinal presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Yup is the Upper Cumberland's brand new indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. You want to know how you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at teupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. Tee Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Are you looking for the best dining experience in the Upper Cumberland? Visit Fire and Vine in Cookville's historic West Side. Fire and Vine offers great service and a unique menu, including mouth-watering deep dish pizza, delectable beef, chicken, fish, and more. Take in stunning views from the rooftop while enjoying your meal. Come and experience the charm and flavor of Fire and Vine, your new favorite spot for a memorable dining experience. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
13-0 lead for the Gordonsville Tigerettes, getting going here in the bottom of 3. 4, 5, and 6-2 up. Bailey Stewart, Laura Thompson, Mackenzie Herron. They put up 10 runs in that second inning, batted around. We'll see what they can do here. They only need 2 to finish it. Of course, if they don't get that, they can go to the top of the 4th, go 1, 2, 3, and also finish it there in the 12-run rule after 4.
And you'd love to just finish it here, control it. With the bats, they've all been working well. You look up and down your stat sheet, Jacob, everybody has reached a bag, it looks like, in this game so far, and only through 2 complete innings. So they're cruising, but a new pitcher, so we'll see if they're able to do something here.
The only batter that did not reach in the second inning was Abby Brinkley. She had a sac fly RBI and the pop out to the catcher. And it is Bailey Stewart who leads it off here in the 3rd. First pitch in there is a strike. Must have popped out of the glove.
It did.
We mentioned there is weather on the way. We've been dealing with that all day today.
Glad we've been able to get the game into this point. Hopefully we can finish it off here.
There was some rain that came through earlier. They had the field tarp, so it's ready to go right now. That one misses outside, 1-1. But there's a little more, like you said, electricity in those clouds that are headed this direction. Still right around McMinnville, the heavy stuff. There is rain ahead of it, though. We don't need that.
And you don't want that occasional lightning strike that can ruin your day.
Comes the 1-1. The off speed.
Wow.
This is for ball 2.
It's a pretty good pitch. And she's done a nice job coming in and throwing strikes for the most part, Crutcher.
Yeah, Bella Crutcher in there in relief of Harley G. Came in that last inning to get the final outs. That one fouled up and out of play. And it's 2-2 now. Stewart at the plate. She had a sac fly RBI in the first, singled and scored in the second. Productive day, as have most of the Tigerettes today.
Matt Wilson's tuning in. One of the infamous press box boys.
No press box boys today. I don't even know what they would be called today. The outfield,
the outfield boys.
This one's fouled back. 2-2. I said it. They give us a lot in the press box.
Yeah.
They're just going to come to the comments now and give it to us. We'll be with the press box boys, probably the bleacher boys, Thursday and Friday. Crutcher with the 2-2. That one is hammered by Stewart out to left. Dunbar makes another diving grab, I think. Yes, it is the first out of the inning. Second diving grab made by Lily Dunbar.
That was sensational by Lily Dunbar. Credit the Lady Indian in right field. I mean, that was all the way full stretch on a hard-hit softball, able to make the catch. Really impressive play.
She's been kept busy out there in left and has lived up to the task each and every time.
That was sensational.
Laura Thompson now, who has singled, doubled, scored a run, and driven in 4 today. This one swung on first pitch and fouled off 0-1.
And she's done it once out to right, once out to left, both little bloopers, not anything crazy hard hit, but great pieces of hitting both times.
First time she hadn't had runners on. See what she can do. Laura Thompson in this 5th spot in the lineup. High in the air, behind first base. First baseman runs out of real estate. Goose had to dive out of the way again.
He's got to be on it today.
He could have made the catch that time. It was right to him.
His reflexes are getting tested. He gave the little glance back to us that time. He took it off the hip earlier.
0-2 to Thompson at the plate with one away. After the great catch by Dunbar in left. Crutcher brings it home. Outside for ball 1.
Crutcher's done a much better job. It's just second time through the lineup. These Tigerettes are so good at timing it up once they've seen it once, and you saw that for the starter. So she's changed up the pace a little bit. She's been good.
And another foul ball. Good battle working here for Thompson. An update over at Clay County. Still delayed. They're in the top of the 4th. Clay County's got a 2-0 lead, and there's nobody out in the top of the 4th with a 3-1 count. It's a Daly at the plate, and they have a runner on third as well. So Clay County, again, still in that driver's seat. This one swung on and another foul ball. We already had Camry Johnson with a 12-pitch AB, ripped a single and scored 2 runs.
They just make you work. There's nowhere to breathe against these Tigerettes. You have to throw good pitches.
Under the lights at Crump Paris. Upstairs. Ball 2 to Thompson.
Coach Dodgens tuning in. Says the goose is loose. He certainly is.
He is indeed.
He's under assault, though, from softballs tonight.
Nowhere to hide. Inside the field at Crump Paris. The 2-2. High in the air. Left side of the infield. Shortstop back there, and she's got it. That is Anna Claire Highsmith from her shortstop spot. First time the first 2 batters have come to the plate have been retired.
Good job by Crutcher to continue to battle in there and throw good pitches, to not get discouraged, and gets the pop up. And you mentioned it, first time. 2 up, 2 down.
So good battle there worked, and the battle won by Crutcher in the circle brings Mackenzie Herron to the plate in a 13-0 ball game. Bottom of 3 with 2 away.
Comments are still firing. Petey's tuning in.
Look at that. We appreciate Petey. He has been a massive help for us doing Upperman baseball the last few years.
He's the man. Cook
Inside
the football
the
stats as well.
Yes,
He's the man.
Jeff Petey Goolsby press box, of course, and rightfully deserved. 1-0 here to Herron, who singled her last time and was caught stealing, but like you said, maybe that can be considered a run batted in. You were able to get that run across, getting in the run down.
It's the base running assist.
Right, yes. Kind of like the outfield assist. Okay, we'll call it a base running assist. Here's the 2-0. That one's there for a called strike, 2-1. If you are tuned in, YouTube or Facebook, you can comment along. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. Would imagine there's quite a few Tigerettes fans. There's some press box boys in there. I know Grandma Marcia is in there as well. 2-1. Foul ball, 2-2. Now Crutcher trying to go 1-2-3 here in the 3rd.
Be impressive, despite the score. I mean, going up against this part of the lineup, and
that's a lot of lightning.
There's a ton of lightning over to our left, coming from the south.
Mackenzie Herron, swing hard. And if you miss it, you miss it. Here's the 2-2. Upstairs, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And I can smell rain. Just started to kick in.
Yeah, I can see it, actually.
I can see it, too. This is about to be a problem.
Heron, blooper, foul ball up the left side. This is where we get to have fun. Hold the umbrella up over the equipment.
It is coming. You can.
Yep.
It is literally making its way across.
We're ready. We're ready to go. If you see a jacket drape over the lens, don't worry about it. 3-2 here to Heron. Payoff. In the air to center. Shortstop, Highsmith back there. Pops out of her glove. And Heron will reach first base safely.
Apologies for the camera work. I'm trying to do it with, a really messed up setup right now. I can barely see it.
This is weird. I can see the rain falling in right field right now. However, I don't feel it.
It's coming.
I can see it in left field.
It's literally on top. Oh, I feel it now.
There it is.
There it is.
To the plate now is Callie Dillard with a runner on first base. And the rain has begun to fall in the bottom of 3 with 2 outs.
One swing of the bat for Callie Dillard would end it.
We take it.
Yeah, if you see a jacket over a camera lens, worry about yourself.
That one's a called strike. 1-1.
Jennifer's cheering from McMinnville for Kaylee Plumley.
How's the weather in McMinnville?
We need weather reports from around the UC. Let us know.
The one ripped through to the left side. That one picked up by Dunbar, and runners on first and second after the single by Dillard.
And this has been a hallmark for Gordonsville throughout this 3-year run that they've been on. 2-out hitting. They just don't blink when they get down to 2 outs. They find a way to put base runners on. The approach, they get a little bit more aggressive at the plate, and sometimes that really works because they all swing a good bat. And you're seeing it again here with 2 outs.
So runners at first and second, bringing Caitlin Roberts to the plate.
And it looks like Clay County versus Joe Burns is getting postponed.
Wow. So they will resume that in the top of the 4th with nobody out, and Clay County a 2-0 lead. We've got a runner on third as well, and a 3-1 count. This one hit hard out to right, a little blooper, and that is a heck of a catch made by the second baseman for East Robertson. Gray Wicks the diving grab to get out of the inning. East Robertson down to their final chance when we come back. 13-0 lead for the Tigerettes. This is the Region 4 Single A semifinal presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Short break there. They're ready to go. We're ready to go. That rain continuing to fall. They're realizing they just need 3 more outs, and they'll be into the region championship to take on the winner of Clay County and Joe Burns, which we have learned is postponed. We have also learned the weather in McMinnville is not great.
The weather in Gordonsville or Crump Paris Park is not great.
Turning that direction. Kaylee Plumley in the circle takes on 4, 5, and 6 in the lineup, and that's a strike across to Faith Pearson.
And you've seen why. With the rain falling, it's why they went really quick. Kaylee Plumley came right out and said, let's go.
The lightning is bearing down as well. Faith Pearson at the plate for East Robertson. That one hit her, and that's why she wanted to get going. Tough to get a grip on the softball right now. It's a fairly steady rain coming down, and it's a hit batter, and Pearson will make her way aboard.
If they're up by at least 12 at the end of this half inning, the game ends on the run rule. So you really would love to get to that point, not have to agree on anything. It's just over, but this is starting to become a problem.
And now Coach Bush is coming out. And
there's going to be an appeal as to whether or not I think this hit the bat potentially.
It looks like the runner is going to stay at first base for now, which brings Lily Dunbar to the plate. Dunbar's had a tremendous day in the outfields. We've got the first base umpire waving his hands for something. He's ready to go now.
It's time to go.
We're ready to go, yeah.
It's time to go.
So a runner on first for Dunbar, nobody out. Swing, then a foul ball. Yeah, and if you're East Robertson, be swinging. Because that rain is picking up some intensity. We're trying to keep this umbrella steady up here. We've got just the umbrella over all of our equipment. This one is hammered, and that one is down for a hit. Knocked down and left by Heron, and it's runners on first and second. Lily Dunbar, her second single of the day.
Well, she's had a great day for East Robertson. Made a couple of highlight reel plays in the field. Of course, this would be the time where the softball starts getting hit.
And we did check. It is indeed 12 after 4. So if the Tigerettes are able to get 3 outs, they'll be able to win this one, and we will have a very short post game. We apologize for that, but it's
no, the stream's going to end as soon as this game ends.
Autumn Mayberry's at the plate. That's called strike on the outside corner from Plumley. Plumley sitting at 8 strikeouts right now through 3 innings of work. We're trying to keep the camera dry, the equipment dry on the table. And the rain is continuing to pick up. That's a bunt, foul ball, strike 2. 0-2 here to Mayberry.
Be a heck of a time for one of those classic Kaylee Plumley strikeouts that we've seen so many times.
Take a double play ball as well.
That's true. Why not? Triple play.
More likely, well, yeah.
Why not?
Be really tough in softball.
It has been done.
It has been done. The 0-2, swing and a miss. It is another strikeout for Kaylee Plumley. First out of the inning and 9 on the day now for Plumley. We'll bring Hallie Bruce to the plate. She also singled her last time up.
Plumley said she got us.
We appreciate it. First and second for East Robertson. They've had 5 base runners today. Haven't been able to score. That one fouled off. Had bases loaded, 1 out in the second. Unable to bring any across after back-to-back strikeouts. The Gordonsville fans, they're still sticking around in full force as some of the umbrellas start to pop out. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2.
They are playing down in the Region 4 3A tournament. Lawrence County leads Stone 3-1 in the bottom of the 4th inning in Lawrenceburg tonight.
DeKalb County did get started. I don't know that they are still playing. There's a bunt put down. Back to Plumley, gets past her, and that's going to be a bunt single by Hallie Bruce. And for the second time today, it's bases loaded with 1 out. How about that from Bruce with 2 strikes on her, lays the bunt down, and loads the bases for Harley G for the second time today.
Yeah, it was a really good bunt there, and Plumley gave it a run, got right under her glove, so now bases loaded, and 2 runs would send us to a bottom half, which would be problematic.
To say the least.
Nice
First pitch in there.
Oh, come on.
It's been a strike at times.
It is pouring rain, and it is 13-0. That is a strike.
There's a lot of lightning.
That has got to be a strike.
Harley G was in the same exact situation back in the second. She struck out. This one popped up in the infield.
It's infield fly.
Yeah, that'll be the second out of the inning. And the bases will remain loaded, and now the Tigerettes are 1 out away from getting back to the region championship game. So Maddie Tomerson, the designated player, struck out her first time looking, will come to the plate with the bases loaded and 2 outs again.
Need 1 more really good pitch or 3 of them for the punch out if you're Kaylee Plumley, and you take care of business in dominant fashion, retarp the field, and move on.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the game.
Kaylee Plumley.
Appreciate Gentry's Power Equipment for being the presenting sponsor of this Region 4 Single A semifinal. Fouled off 0-1 here to Tomerson.
Plumley with the home run, doing what she's done in the circle as well. She's paced them once again.
Driven in 4 today. 9 strikeouts on the day. Looking for 10. Ahead 0-1 on Tomerson. Gordonsville will play the winner of Clay County and Joe Burns whenever that game is able to pick back up again, as that one was postponed. That one's right down Broadway for strike 2.
1 more. Look for that KO rise ball for Kaylee Plumley. It's her go-to pitch. Trying to end another season. See if she rolls with it here.
Lady Indians 9-19-1. The Tigerettes improve to 32-1, and we'll head to the region championship coming up on Wednesday. We hope. We appreciate you tuning in for today's broadcast presented by Gentry's Power Equipment. For Noah McKay.